Welcome back to Keep Your Torch Lit. It's been a solid 2 years. How we doing, Sarah?
You know, I'm 2 years older now.
Same.
That's right.
Been here, been around this earth 2 more years. I'm more wise now, one
So
might
wise.
say. So
Too
I'm ready
much
to
wisdom
recap.
for
Yeah.
me. Yeah. And we're here with Francois. How you
Hello,
doing,
everyone.
bud?
Good. I would like to apologize first and foremost for the camera placement. I just moved around my room. I was planning to move, so I wish I could put it right there, right in front of my face or there. But so the way it works is that my camera's feeding your guys' face and my face right there in front of me. So if I look
Mm,
forward, I'd have to look at my camera, but then I don't see you guys and myself. So I'd
yeah.
like to apologize for the camera placement. I tried for the past 20 minutes, but nothing seems to work. But I'm
It's
doing
all
good. I hope
good.
you guys are doing tremendous. It's been 2 long years. Lots of things have changed since then. But you guys are good friends of my good friend Ronan, and so I hope for good health, and I hope you guys have been awesome.
Yeah, you
Thanks
too.
about that. Well, what
I
you
like
been
how
up
you
to,
have a
man?
headset. Oh, sorry.
I do. I hope you guys can hear me just all right with that headset on.
Let's see. It's been so Survivor San Diego season 2 was filmed in 2022, right? Like spring of 2022.
Yes, sir. Quite a long time.
Sweet. And then we last left off the airing of the show in 2024. What have you been doing both since filming and then since it started airing?
Well, 4 long years, 2 long years since it started airing. Oh man, I've been through a lot. I mean, I kind of got my life in order, which everyone needs to do in their 20s, right? Things have been moving just right, matured the right way. I'm a whole different person than I was when that show aired. I can tell you when it was filmed as well. Things have been going good on my side. I hope the same for you guys. Lots of moving around, lots of working, lots of studying, and then now I'm here. Like I said, a whole different person. I hope you guys are doing amazing.
Are you still in San Diego?
Currently, I am in San Diego. Yes, I ended up moving
Nice.
back, so
Oh,
here I am.
nice. Wait, did you go somewhere else in between?
Yeah, I was living with my girlfriend at the time, ex-girlfriend now. So there's been that some changes in plans, but I am to move soon. Part of the reason why I'm having camera issues and I can't. You guys are so professional. You're talking to me up front, and I have to look at you guys here, so it's a little awkward, but we make do.
How have you changed, dude?
How have I changed?
What's your perspective of yourself in 2022 compared to now?
Well, there's two real answers to that. Which one do you want? Do you want the real answer or the other just as realistic answer?
Whatever you want to give us, man. The floor is yours.
Look, I'll be honest. This is not a joke. This is not a character. I still believe I'm the greatest character that the show has produced, that the show will produce. I swear to God, this is true. The mind is sharper in the past 4 years. The body's a lot stronger. I've been running my 5 miles every day.
Dang.
Yeah. Well, you're the one to speak. I know you're a beast athletically, both of you. But no, the mind is sharper. The body's stronger. The tactics will be a lot more venomous. As a player, no, you're laughing, but I am truly the best player there's ever been on this season, and I believe it. Those players were scared of me, and you know it. Both of you know it. Those players were scared. They voted me out way too early, and it was rigged. You want my honest opinion? The show was rigged. I talked to Ronan about it. It was rigged. It was so rigged, JP. But no, I mean, obviously, you mature. You in all endeavors. You kind of just become the man you want to be. And I have a little sister, I have a mother, a father, and a brother. So you kind of become the person you want to be, right? And just to make sure everything's right. I made a lot more friends. I still have friends from season 1, season 2, as well as just about any season, honestly. There's even a season currently recorded. You'd have to enlighten me on what number it is. Maybe season 7 or 8. I know 2 people from that season that are currently playing. So
yeah, we're on season 8 right now, currently filming.
Season 8 of Survivor San Diego, right? Yeah. So God knows when that'll come out, but I have friends, old friends on there as well. So
no way.
So to get into the episode a bit,
yes,
you seem to have a sense of impending doom.
Correct.
Like you knew something was going on. What made you, what made the nerves a little more out in the open.
You know, at the time, I hadn't seen a single survival season. Now I've seen like 8 or 9. You know, anything from all the recent ones to the iconic ones, Heroes versus Villains, Cook Island, all that stuff, right? But at the time, even as a non-watcher, as a non-fan who knew quite literally nothing about the show, I knew I was playing it too hard. I was too controlling, which was kind of the point, right? I just rewatched the episode. Yes, not rewatch. I watched for the first time episode 4, where I get voted off. You could just tell I was playing the game way too hard. And there's like a confessional or two where I'm like, listen, guys, I know they're gunning after me. I don't think it should be this week, but the impending doom was there. I just didn't think the doom was, the day of. I thought I had a week of gameplay left, and then I could start, figuring, my ways around it. But no, the doom was very obvious. I mean, when you play a game that hard, when you play cocky, when you're just confident, people are gunning after you. That's just the way it is, right? So,
yeah,
that'd be my answer.
Is there anything you think you could have done to prevent this from happening?
Yeah, be a boring floater that nobody wants to watch. Swear to God, nobody wants to watch that. I mean, like, look, you want me to be honest? You want me to be honest? Okay, let me pull up the stats here. Give me 1 second.
You got stats?
Yes,
What
of course
stats
I
are
got
you pulling
stats.
up?
I'll tell you in 1 second. Okay, first of all, season 1 of Survivor, 1 district. Not one episode. Actually, the first episode had 5,000 views. After that, every episode had 1,000 views. Season 2, of course, the grand entrance of Francois, 2,000 views per episode, right? The episode I get voted off, 300 views. Now, you might say there's a hiatus, right? Episode 4 recently, a month ago, you might say there's been a hiatus. People lose interest. People forgot about it. The algorithm is not in our favor. However, it's crystal clear. People heard I was getting voted off. People heard that the only player playing the game got voted off, then you're out of here. I mean, if you look at recent seasons, it's just like if you're a fan of Survivor, you don't want floaters are a part of the game. It is what it is. Like I said, now I've seen about 8 to 9 season. I'd like to think is a very smart way of playing the game. No one wants to see that. There's clear favorites. I was a clear favorite. Now it's going to be tough to get viewership back up, but Ronan did put at the end of the edit, Francois will be back. And I think that was a smart decision. Once he realized I was voted off, Ronan was like, listen, production was in shambles. You guys were in shambles. We're like, we got to think of something. And so you decided to say I'll be back because otherwise, the viewership will stay at 300 views per episode.
I have to say you were super solid and very compelling to watch. I liked how you maneuvered and you worked your butt off to try to stay on top and in control.
Greatest to ever do it, and that's the truth. Look, that's the God's honest truth. I know you guys are awesome competitors. I know we'll be airing on a channel. So it's Survivor Michigan as well as this, right? Where the interview drops. Yeah, so you guys are all super fans. There's tremendous players. I mean, they've seen all seasons. You're talking about super fans, but no one quite like me, and that's just the God honest truth. And I don't even believe in God. I wouldn't revere a God if there was one. Now, if there was a woman. If God was a woman, maybe, if you know what I mean, JP. But, I don't believe in God. But the God's honest truth is I'm the best player there's ever been on Survivor San Diego, arguably every game show.
Speaking of amazing players, what? Okay, you're out of the game now.
Correct.
Who's the best player out there?
Rigged.
Who's the best player out there right now? No spoilers, but who's the best player out there?
No spoilers. Who's the best player out there?
In your opinion, purely your opinion. We don't have to go by stats.
Okay, without a shadow of a doubt, it is Reese. I think we saw it through episode 4. There's people that are going to claim that getting Francois out was their doing. The simple answer is if it wasn't for Reese and his tenacity, his rigorousness, no doubt Reese is the best player. Reese is the reason why it was such a solid plan to vote me out. It was his doing. It's what he saw coming, but like I said, it probably has something to do with production. Ronan, it's just like you got to get him out. Some about it is rigged because otherwise I wouldn't have lost. And that's just what it is. If they had given me one more week, JP and Sarah, if they had given me one more week, I could have, seen that impending doom come and have more time to prepare for it. But I mean, not to go too much into your small question, your short question, but going into Merge, because I rewatched the episode yesterday, the plan was to make it 4-4. Be safe there for a while. It was the 8-person alliance that they had talked about, and that was the whole thing where we had brought Emma, Hayden, and Olivia, I believe was her name, and then we had the 5 on our side, the Sexy Sailors +2. You know, it was supposed to be smooth sailing per se for about a week or two, and then I was supposed to watch my back a lot more carefully. But they stabbed me way too early. Like I said, I think I blame you guys. I blame Ronan. I blame production, not just Reese. But Reese is the better player, without a shadow of a doubt. And anyone trying to take credit for that, such as you saw in episode 4, like Zoe, nobody wants to watch Zoe. Excuse my French. I'd rather watch ants fuck than watch Zoe play. Now on the other hand, Reese, very solid player. Congrats to him.
Now, do you think your alliance flipped on you more so because they wanted to betray you, or more so because they wanted to work with the people they flipped on you for?
I probably because they wanted to flip on me. I mean, you know, Reese had his doubts. Excuse me, let me turn off my phone. Reed had his doubts. Braden also had his doubts. I mean, it's quite apparent. Like I said,
did you feel that like when it was happening? Like, or were you like pretty confident in your alliance?
No, I wasn't so confident. Like I said, because the impending doom was there. I've talked about it openly in the show in the confessionals. I knew, you know, it wasn't picture perfect. I also knew, you know, we can talk about Mariah later, but obviously the Mariah situation was done horribly. So I know even though she wasn't in the direct alliance, Mariah was plotting every single second to get me out. And so that collided with Braden. That was named Braden, right? That collided with Braden. That collided with Reese's intentions on the other tribe. So everything went perfect. They said, look, we could do it in a week or we could do it now. So saw it coming. But, you know, I'll say one more time, something was rigged. Otherwise, I would have won it all. Swear to God. True story.
True story.
If you had the chance to run it back, what do you think you would have changed, like, in terms of your strategy or mentality going into it? Would there be anything, or what do you think?
Good question. Are there any returning players in your scenario?
No. Completely new cast.
Yeah, I'd be a lot friendlier, right? I think, I don't know. I don't mean to, you know, if anybody hasn't seen that season, but in season 49, there was a player called Savannah that appeared on season 50 as well. And I ended up, you know, this was my 7th and 8th, season 49 and 50. That was my 7th and 8th Survivor season watched, and I resonated with her more than any other player I ever have. So I think I played a lot more like Savannah. You know, she was, you know, there's that thing about Savannah, the reporter, I forgot her last name. God bless her. There was a thing about Savannah as a player and me as a player where, like, we can try to smooth talk all we want, but some people just, you know, there's that little bit of snake, a little bit of reptile vibe to us, and people don't end up like fully trusting us. But she managed to navigate around that, and then even though it was really rough for her, whatever, spoiler alert, she won. She's an awesome player. She won. She made it back on Survivor, and so I think I would end up playing a lot more like Savannah from season 49. As of right now, she's my favorite player because that's how I should play it if I were to return.
Would you ever apply to go on there?
Not trusted very well. I actually did.
You applied?
I did recently, yeah, and I didn't make it past any stage whatsoever.
Wait, there's a new seat. There's a new round happening.
I applied right after 50, but I think 51's coming out, right? Yeah.
They're like, the casting team just started for the next couple seasons.
Well, you know what? I'll give it a shot if need be, but yeah, basically, she played hard. I would like to play hard. I would like to, you know, have that attitude where nobody's my friend. F you and F you and, you know, F you even more. I like the confessionals where you're like, you know, 1 minute on camera, you'll be smiling like, hey, what's up, Sarah? How you doing? Like, long time no see. We've been friends to Ronan. And as soon as I turn my little confessional, I'm like, F Sarah. I don't give a flying F. I just want to go home. You know, no hard feelings. But that's just the way I like to play. And if you're not playing a villainous game, honestly, I don't want to hear about it. You are like extremely too boring for my watching. So I wouldn't judge too much, but I'd take a lot of notes from Savannah. So if you want any hints of what that would look like, I would watch season 49 and season 50.
What are the other seasons you've seen?
I watched Cook Islands. I've watched Kagayan. I've watched Heroes vs. Villains. I've watched 45, 47, 49, 50, and then I forgot which season it is, but
You
there's
watch
like
45? That one's fun.
45 is very fun. One of my favorite season also, I cannot remember exactly what season it is, but Earl turns out to be the winner, and there was this
Oh,
like
you
Asian
watched
little guy.
Fiji? That's crazy. That's a
It was
deep
like-
cut.
Yeah, there was like this like little Asian guy as well, and then like
Yeah,
finally-
Yao Man. Oh, I
Yao
love
Man,
Yao
Man.
Man.
tremendous season. That was a tremendous season. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Me and my ex-partner at the time would watch a lot of Survivor.
My first Survivor memory, like of my mom watching a show just like on the television, and I saw Yao Man get voted out of like his other season, and I was like, oh my god, what?
Oh, so he was a returning player in that season.
Yeah. In the other season, I was like,
Yeah, he was a
what?
fan
This
favorite,
show's
wasn't he?
crazy. I was like, oh, why that? The way they vote that old Asian guy out, he's
Yeah, he's quite
so
the nice guy.
cool.
You know, he's very cool, quite the nice guy. But again, I can't identify with that type of player. He's just kind of like
Too
the lamb.
nice.
He's too nice.
That's all the questions I had for you, Francois. Any from you, Sarah?
No, I'm looking through our list. Was there anything we didn't touch on that you want to talk about?
Not really. No, I think that I said what I had to say. The sentiment is
Well-
here, right? I'm better than like practically anybody that's ever touched the screen will do. No offense to you guys if you ever make it on the show, but there's a reason Ronan wants me back, and I think it's clear cut. The viewership has dropped. Bring back what brings the views. Simple as that.
I guess we could end on what was your favorite part about playing in this season?
I think filming confessionals because I had a lot of fun just being mean and just finding ways to be funny, right? There's a lot that didn't make the cut, sadly. Obviously, it's not clearly I'm not part of the winner's edit, so I didn't have a lot of confessionals my way, but there's a good amount of screen time, and I think it was fun. Filming confessionals was fun. I absolutely hated looking for the idol because that took way too long. I ended up spending, 8 hours to 9 hours looking for something that Braden got of all fucking people. It just pissed me off. Most of the cast truly pisses me off. Reese is okay. Nyla was doing good. I like Nyla. She was fun. I like Magnuson. Had to vote him out as a message. He's a good friend of mine. Just had to be like, I despise most of the cast. They're going to be so boring to watch, but please do watch because this is my friend's show. It's awesome. It's great TV, but these players do not deserve to win, and you know it. No personal feelings, but I have no respect for any of the players left except Reese.
Dang,
Terrible players.
that's a
Guess there's only one way to
bold
find out.
statement.
and that's
Yes,
to
Francois
watch it.
will be back. Well, Francois will be back, and that's all you have to be hyped for. That is quite literally all you have to look forward to.
Which season we'll have to see.
Can't wait to see you back,
Maybe the
bud.
next one.
Thank
I
you very
wonder
much,
who
guys.
else is on that.
I do. I wonder if it'll be filmed in 2026. Because if it was now, it wouldn't be close. I mean, 4 years later. If it was earlier, then we'll see. But if the new season was filmed now, guys, it wouldn't even be close.
Who else? Okay. Oh, this is now my actual last question. Who else would
Yes,
you bring back from your cast
Hmm.
of season 2?
Becky seemed like a super fan. Like all jokes aside, poor girl. All right, we kind of like did her dirty just for the fun of it, which is kind of like unfair, a little dehumanizing. She's awesome. She's a super fan apparently, so she had more merit than I did. But you play a stupid, like aggressive style like I did, and you can get even players like her out. So you know what? Give Becky a second chance. I would love to see that. And then Reese, just for my personal revenge, bring in Reese so I could, get him out on the first week instead of my Magnuson.
I thought you liked Reese.
I do, but there's that revenge there. But no, he's for sure the best player. So if I were you, the viewer, I'd, what's the English word? My English is terrible. I would root for Reese. Great player,
Mm.
and you can see it. I mean, you can see it. In all 4 episodes that dropped already. I mean, if you go back and rewatch all of his scenes, he just impeccable gameplay. I'd like to say.
He's definitely the puppet master on Lost
Right,
Souls at the
right.
moment.
He's doing amazing.
Well, that's all we got for you, Francois. Thank you
sir.
for joining
Thank
us,
Thank
you, ma'am.
you.
and we'll see you definitely because there's always more to come.
Thank fuck, right? Because otherwise, what a snoozer. Alrighty. Thank you very much, guys.
Bye.
care.